Guys, it's Ree from Untamed Outlaws. So here's our next recap video. We had another victory, so this is our sixth war win streak. This was against ClanArchy2. They're a United States clan. They gave us kind of a little bit of a run for our money. We were going back and forth quite a bit there with who had the lead, which is always good to see because it's a little discouraging sometimes when we come out swinging real hard and people just give up. So definitely like to see when people try a little more. They didn't use all of their attacks, but then neither did we. And the person who didn't use their attacks was kicked because we want everyone to use full attacks. If you can't show up, then you don't need to be here. So this is kind of what they did to us. They three-starred Bama, which doesn't happen very often. Got another three-star on kind of a top Town Hall 10 here. So mostly 2 stars the rest of the way down. And then, they threed all of our Town Hall 8s. So they just couldn't quite pull it off to get enough stars in the Town Hall 9s to overcome what we did. So this is what we had. Again, the only one we left on the board was the top Town Hall 10 there. So I'm going to give the guys a little grief and tell them they need to start 3-star in our Town Hall 10s. So the first attack I want to show you, though, is from a Town Hall 10 attacking a Town Hall 9. So this is Kano. This was his first attack. This was a fresh hit on this base. So Kano was doing a Govaho with 3 golems. So he was wanting to get the spread all along the top to create a really wide funnel. Drop some Wallies in to try to open it up. Had a little bit of a fail there, but sent the Valks right in, so then they just opened it right up, no problem. Dumped all of his spells real quick right there. Just boom, boom, boom to get them through the CC troops and pushing on into that core there. And then he goes ahead and starts sending in some hogs as the defenses are distracted there on the golem, being real patient with them. And then he's focusing mostly on his hogs now. His Valks, I think, are all dead. Yeah, they are. I couldn't see with that town hall there. So the rest of it is really just up to the hogs and placing his heal spells while his queen is doing some work there as well. So almost got him there then, just because he had quite a few hogs there that are low on health, but there was enough of a grouping of them that it really wasn't a problem. So just wanted to show that one. It's probably kind of an easy 3-star for him, but Kano wants me to show him, so I said that I would. So that is the end of that one. So the next one I'm going to show here will be by Tim. So Tim actually had a really good war. He 3-starred 5. This was a cleanup attack. And then his first attack here on number 6, which is the one I'm going to show you, was also a 3-star. So Tim is also going in with Govaho. He uses some Quakes. That was a really good choice for the Quakes. Anytime I can open up something and get some damage on one of the Expos, that's kind of a really good way to do it. Just soften them up some. So creates his funnel, has a lot of whiz there for the outside to really get it moving in there fast. Once that's done, drops both of his heroes and the Valks in there behind it. The CC starts coming out, and so he's going to drop a heal right away for them, so that way that dragon doesn't roast the Valks. The queen's going to step up there in just a minute as soon as she's done with that whiz tower. So once everything's moving in the core, he's going to start sending his hogs in too, kind of just almost the wall of hogs there. They were really still focusing on everything that was in the middle, so he kind of sideswiped the base there by sending them in. And at this point, you could see, I mean, the base is already, pretty much destroyed. Yeah, he needs the other heal. His queen is still barely up, but she's able to still be working some of the cleanup on the outside. And the Valks made it around once they broke through the walls to take up all the trash buildings on the outside. The rest is just cleaning it up. The queen went down and his king, but he still, with what he had left, was able to kind of easily take care of it, even with grabbing that bomb there at the end and only ending up with one hog left. Still got it, no problem. Okay, so next I'm going to show you. So I also had a really good war. He also had a 6-star war. This was a cleanup that he did on number 10, but I do want to show his first attack as well. This was a fresh hit on this one. So I's doing a Govaho, but he's just doing a single golem. So he put that whiz there, get rid of that builder hut in the corner. The minion placement here on this army camp was really good because there was none of these defenses could hurt him. And same with that one that he put up here that's working on that elixir collector right now. So once he's got all the trash out, he just went ahead and sent in his heroes. So this was a really smart move right here. He sent in some hogs being tanked so they could continue on and pull the CC. So his Valks weren't going in there and having the dragon and the loons coming out attacking them before the queen and the wizards were engaged. He popped the queen's ability right there. I don't really think that that was necessary, but sometimes you get a little scared when you're going up against a dragon. So I is very patient with his hogs. As you can see, he just sent in a couple for each one of those defenses. His Valks are still doing some work there in the center, and then he starts sending some more hogs in down at the bottom. Preps them for a heal spell there. A Tesla farm kind of pops up, and so he's going to end up having to use his other heal right there. But he had it, no problem. Queen is still up, even though she did use her ability, so the rest is just cleaning up the trash that's on the outside, which is no problem whatsoever. This was a nice 3-star by I. Okay, we're going to move on to some Town Hall 8s here. So, this one, White Ninja, this was his first attack as well. Wanted to make sure and show this one because he is doing a Go Weeva, and we don't see that as often. Still had the 2 golems there on the side, still your standard make the funnel for them and then send them in with some wall breakers. And the king drops the poison right when the CC comes out and then send some Valks in. Now, he made a good move right there with his heal. I don't normally suggest healing your kill squad, but he wanted to make sure that those Wiz were going to kill the dragon, because if he ran out of Wiz and that dragon was not dead, it is game over for the Valks. The dragon just would have went around and killed them all, and he would have been done. That's another nice heal placement there in the center. The Valks are able to just get everything that's there the whole time while they're under heal. He has some other ones kind of trolling a little bit around that outside ring of the base. Both of the golems are still up and haven't broke, so they're providing some tanking. And then immediately, as you can see up here, he has already dropped some Wiz and some Arch to start the cleanup. That's something you just have to get used to be able to do, is watching what's going on around the outside and not just sitting there staring at your troops because of the time. You have to be able to know that they're going to do their job and trust they're doing what they're supposed to, and look away and start another area of deployment. So this is just the final end of it. Still had, looks like 3 Valks still up and quite a few Wiz just to finish it up there. So that was a nice Go Weeva. Okay, the last one I had is just one down. This was a cleanup attack. by Ninja Dog. He had to jump up 4 spots to take care of this one. I don't think I've featured him yet, so I just wanted to make sure and give him a shout out here, show him that he did a good job. He did just your kind of standard go-ho on this one. Pulled the CC out and then brought it down to that army camp with the one archer. And then he's going to drop the golems, get them going over there, put the poison on them. Sorry, Connor's asking me for troops. He's pushing to Titans right now, and so I've been feeding him golems. I forgot to turn off the notifications for him. So he sent some hogs in there, kind of surrounded 2 streams basically. Dropped the poison for the skeletons. That was another important thing I wanted to mention, especially in Town Hall 8. Before, we would take 2 poisons because you'd pull the CC and you'd just drop it and the dragon would just sit there. But since they changed that and you can't just do that anymore, people are still taking 2 poisons, but a lot of times you end the raid and you haven't even used your poison. So really watch those skeletons because they can do some damage to the hogs if they're really following them all around the base. So just make sure to drop the poison on them when you can. So that's the end of that one. Still had quite a few hogs left. King was still up, a few whiz, just doing the rest of the cleanups. One thing just to watch, and I've been guilty of this myself, is when you get these builder huts in the corner, it's really beneficial to really just drop 1 whiz and add 4 arch and put 1 on each hut because you don't know how many times you will get 99% and you will be so pissed off because of that 1 hut in the corner that your troops just couldn't make it to. So that's the end of this recap. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Trying to give you a little variety, not show the same people attacking all the time. So as I get good attacks and some other things to show you, I'll make sure and post it in the recaps.